Alright, guys. Alright. So there's no videos yesterday. I've been trying to work on a mod. So let's have some fun because we love laughing at hypocrites. And, well, hypocrites seem to ride in California. Because obviously, guys, in case you're not aware, Arnold Schwarzenegger just recently crashed his tank. Well, it wasn't really his tank, although I believe he does own one. It wasn't a tank, but it was as close as you could get to a tank. In fact, I believe the army is actually thinking about using it and sending it over to the Taliban because they've given them everything else. But, obviously, at the end of the day, this is the tank that he was driving. Yes, this monstrosity. Here it is here on top of a Prius. It is that big of a truck. It literally squashed a Prius. Now, don't get me wrong. A Prius's crumple zone is pretty much from the front to the back bumper bar. But at the end of the day, there's a Prius, there's his truck. Now, you're probably wondering, why are we calling him a hypocrite? Why are we calling Arnold Schwarzenegger that drives around in this beast of a truck a hypocrite? Well, that's because Arnold Schwarzenegger is very outspoken about climate change. You can't even make the jokes about this. Arnold Schwarzenegger wants people to unite and tackle climate change as politicians really just screw things up. You know, the ex-politician is saying that, obviously, mind you, right? But yes, global leaders who ignore climate change are liars and stupid, says the man that literally trashed his truck over the weekend by piling it up into 4 cars, one of them being a Prius. I guess the argument of which is better, gas-powered cars or battery-powered cars, tends to be settled now, I suppose. Because obviously at the end of the day, we know who came out on top of this, right? There's the Prius, there's the truck. We know who won this argument, don't we? Gasoline all the way. Ha 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 ha. Right, and obviously at the end of the day, the Prius, well, the Prius did not come off so well. So obviously, Arnold Schwarzenegger was involved in a 4-car crash in LA. One woman was injured. So Arnold Schwarzenegger was involved in a 4-car crash in Los Angeles that left one woman with an injury on Friday. The incident occurred around 4:35 p.m. Pacific in West LA, according to a statement from police. Los Angeles Fire Department paramedics responded to transport one adult female to the local hospital with abrasions to her head. I believe that was the Prius driver. Los Angeles police said in a statement, neither alcohol or drugs are suspected as a factor in this collision, but it'd be really, really great if you actually did your job and tested him anyway, right? All parties remained at the scene of the crash. Thank God he wasn't a hit and run. Schwarzenegger's rep, whoever, confirmed the Terminator actor wasn't injured. Of course not, because he was driving a tank. Arnie is fine. Only concerned right now is for the woman who was injured, who was driving the Prius. You know, these eco-warriors that go on and get on their bang on their drums about how we're supposed to save the planet, who fly on a private plane to these G20 meetings. You know, those hypocrites. Schwarzenegger amassed a fortune playing roles in Terminator and Conan film franchise after a successful career as a bodybuilder. Since his 2-term as California governor, he has returned to acting sporadically with roles in Terminator and Expendables. Since his 2 terms as California, he's returned. Yep, okay. So, climate change activist Arnold Schwarzenegger crushes a Toyota Prius in a multiple car crash. So the former Californian governor Arnold Schwarzenegger was involved in a vehicle accident in LA on Friday afternoon, which has involved his SUV rolling on top of another car. Is this the same one? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, there's the Prius under that. Sorry, I couldn't see it. It was too small. Of another car, sending the woman who was driving the car to the hospital. Told you it was a Prius driver. Schwarzenegger was driving a Yukon SUV. So let's have a look at how big a Yukon SUV is. They seem to be a little large. They don't seem to be a very small truck. But hey, maybe they have amazing miles per gallon. Let's look up fuel consumption of a Yukon SUV. Yukon's equipped with a smaller 5.3 litre V8. Most efficient gas-powered models are arranged from 16 miles per gallon in the city and 20 miles per gallon on the highway and 18 miles per gallon combined. So it gets about 18 miles a gallon. The turbo diesel engine is predictably more efficient. So, look at the fuel economy of the 2021 GMC Yukon. So it's GMC. So it's around 18 miles per gallon. Right? Now, let's look up. Let's just do a comparison, right? Duplicate. Let's look up how much a Prius gets miles per gallon. How do you spell Prius? I think it was in here. So, less fuel, lower emissions. Prius has been engineered to minimize the output of CO2 and other harmful emissions. It's rated at 3.4 litres per 100 kilometres for fuel economy. I think the Prius is probably a lot better on fuel economy. I'm just gonna guess that. I can't see. Right, combined. Alright, Toyota Prius. Regular gasoline at 52 miles combined city for highway. 54. Okay, so it's about 54. $56 miles per gallon for a Prius. Arnie was getting 18 in his beast of a tank. Now, you tell me, Mr. People that ignore climate change like stupid. You tell me, lies and stupid. You tell me why you're driving a beast of a tank. Because aren't we all supposed to be saving the environment? Now look, at the end of the day, guys, obviously I'm not advocating everybody to join the Prius army, right? But here's the thing. If you're going to sit there and lecture people about how they're liars and stupid because they won't do anything to solve climate change while you're driving around in literally the closest thing you can get to a tank on the roads, getting a whopping 18 miles per gallon while you crash your car into a Prius that gets 56 miles per gallon, by the way. I don't know. Maybe you should look in the mirror and while you're at it, look up the definition of a hypocrite. If Annie was there going on about, oh man, I love me diesel engines. Watch me. I'm going to go and drive a tank, right? Which I think he owns, by the way. Then fine. Be like that. But you don't get to sit there and lecture the plebs about how bad it is that they're not doing their bit to save the environment while you're driving around in a tank. While you're getting 18 miles per gallon, Mr. Terminator, you can't sit there and get angry at people for not wanting to take it seriously. Especially considering that you just presumably rode off, a Prius. Your truck has done more damage for the environment than I did farting this week. And I've been eating a lot of beans. So at the end of the day, Arnie, I love you as an actor, but it's time for you to sit down and just shut the fuck up. And that's my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. At the end of the day, guys, obviously you think this video has been helpful, please smack that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.